BeatsbyLonza.
Good, everybody. So today on this video I want to showcase how to use the Soo100 programs, key groups, and show you how I use them when I'm producing in my beats. Now what I want to show you is the progression, the Soo100 progressions that you're able to bring inside your MPC. And so instead of you yourself using, your MIDI keyboard to come up with the chords, you can use the progressions that already have chords already built in, and then you can have a faster workflow. So that's pretty much what I want to show today and showcase of how fast you can get in, get out, and make your beat. Now what I tend to do when I make my beats is I go in and I bring in my drums and whatever kits I want to use with my sounds, and then I'm always going to use, excuse me, oh I'm so tired, I always use about 2 plugins, and then I always find the expansion that has some other alternative sounds. Okay, so right now you can hear that's what I got on my drum kit. So I always start out with 8 bars. I'm gonna bring my BPM up to like 154, and I'm gonna start right there. Alright, so typically when I would make my beats or whatever, I'd come in and make some type of beat similar to that. But I know that within this track, since I'm making progressions, those little things that I just put in are gonna mess my beat up. So I'm just gonna have that for now. Alright, so here we go. This is how you do the progression. So that was on track 1. So I'm going to go to track 2. I've already went through my expansions, but I'll show you again how to do that. So we'll start out in programs, and we'll go to the browse function, and we'll go to our expansions, and Soo100 just put out the thank you. You can see it right here, the thank you expansion. You can hear some of the previews. So I'm gonna load that one. That's called a generosity key group. So alright, so I'm in track 2. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll over to the key group where you have the keyboard icon. And then if you use your scroll button in your key group program, you go down to the instrument, which is the guitar called Generosity. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on Pad Program. We're going to click on the Pad Perform, which says Progression. And then when you go down to Progression, you drop down two blocks down. You got Scale and Octave, where you can figure out what scale you want to play in. I'm going to leave it in the scale and octave of A. Go down to Chord, And if you scroll down, and if you have the Soo100 progressions loaded into your MPC, you'll see that you have the freaking progressions. So, and I'm just gonna pick one. So this is a Soo100 008 chord progression. And then you can also click up and down on the octaves. I like that. So watch this. So show you how easy it is. So that's a little loud, so I'm gonna bring the mix down. So I know that right now I have it on full level, so I'm gonna go to the clip program where I have everything at. And I'm going to go to the one that I heard that is loud, so I'm going to listen to it. Gotcha. Let me hear it again, see which one it is. There we go. So, I'm going to go to that one that I just highlighted, and I'm going to bring the velocity of that one down. So it's called automation. So, just like that, now I'm going to go to track 3, and I think I need some bass. So I'm going to find bass line, and I'm going to go down to the sub, because I know it's going to be sub. And I know it's still in the scale in the octave of A, so I'm just going to play with it and see what it sounds like. See, earlier I was in progressions. I just went down to notes. So now I'm in note mode. So, alright, so say I was done with that. I'll make that my verse. And then what I'll do is come over to the pencil. I'll copy that sequence over to sequence number 2 and make this my hook. And then the way I make it different is I'll come in, I'll go to my program, I'll find some vocal. So I'm just going to type in search VOC for vocals. And then I'm going to get out of and now my MPC is still searching for all the files, the WAV files, so it messes up my searching. But I'm going to find some, or I would sample something. But for the sake of the video being so long, okay, so I'm going to put that on pad 1, and so let's see what we got. Alright, so now I know that in the hook I want to make it a little bit more dramatic. So I'm going to do something to make it a little bit more dramatic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my next plugin. Since I did baseline, my next plugin is going to be something else. So I'm going to go with the mini D. So we're gonna go to the hook. No, I'm gonna put that on the verse. So I'm gonna add this mini D plugin pieces. I'm gonna fill in some gaps on the verse. Check me out next time. BeatsbyLonza right here on YouTube. check out www.beatsbyLonza.com, where you'll find all the newest beats, merchandise, t-shirts, and hoodies. Thank you.
BeatsbyLonza.
Rock up. Rock up. Rock up. Rock up. I work.